Lance Stevenson had 16 points, 11 rebounds, Darren Collison scored 22 points, and the Indiana Pacers rallied from a 22-point first-half deficit to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 9,795 on Friday night. The Pacers have won 3 of 4 and improved to 30 against the three-time defending Eastern Conference champs. LeBron James did everything he could to prevent the Cavs from losing a third straight game. He finished with 27 points, 11 assists and 8 rebounds, while Kevin Love had 21 points and 10 rebounds. But James had 2 chances in the final 2 seconds to win it and missed both opportunities, after Victor Oladipo gave Indiana the lead for good on a three-pointer with 209 left in the game. First, the four-time MVP stepped out of bounds with 1.7 seconds to go, a play that was confirmed on replay review. Then, after Collison made a free throw to give the Pacers a 9,795 lead, James' desperation three bounced high off the rim as the buzzer sounded. Warriors 108, at Bucks 94. Kevin Durant scored 26 points, Draymond Green added 21, and Golden State used a 134 run in the fourth quarter to beat Milwaukee. With sharpshooting star Stephen Curry still sidelined by a right ankle injury, the Warriors clamped down on defense and did most of their damage on the other end in the lane. Durant's mid-range jumper gave Golden State a 9,690 lead before the All-Star forward hit an open three with 215 left to cap the run with a three-possession lead. The Warriors were just 3 of 13 from three-point range until Durant and Green hit back-to-back threes in the final 3 minutes to seal their 11th straight road win. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 23 points to lead the Bucks. They were outscored 2,812 in the fourth after hitting just 5 of 20 from the field. At Timberwolves 118, Knicks 108. Karl Anthony Towns fell 1 assist shy of his second career triple-double, scoring 23 points and grabbing 15 rebounds in Minnesota's victory over New York. Taj Gibson added 17 points and Andrew Wiggins had 16 for Minnesota. The Timberwolves shot 56.7%, 38 of 67 over the final 3 quarters to come from behind and win their 4th game in a row and 11th of 14 overall. Kristaps Porzingis scored 17 points for New York. Porzingis was 3 of 5 from three-point territory but 3 of 14 from inside the arc. Enes Kanter had his 18th double-double with 16 points and 11 rebounds, but the Knicks lost for the 9th time in 11 games. At Wizards 125, Magic 119. Bradley Beal and John Wall each scored 30 points and Washington snapped a 12-game losing streak. Ian Mahinmi finished with a season-high 17 points in the defense-a optional game. Washington shot 56.8% from the field and scored a season-high 74 points in the paint. Orlando has lost 7 in a row, 16 of 17 and 27 of its last 31. That stretch included a 130,103 rout by Washington on December 23. Elfrid Payton scored 27 points and Jonathan Simmons had 23 as all 5 Orlando starters reached double figures. Bismack Biyombo finished 8 of 9 from the field for a career-high 21 points. The Magic hit 51.3% of their attempts from the floor after a 6 for 22 fourth quarter. At Pelicans 119, Trailblazers 113. Anthony Davis scored 36 points in his return from a right ankle sprain, and New Orleans beat Portland. Davis did not appear at all bothered by the injury that kept him out of Wednesday night's narrow loss in Memphis, scoring on everything from explosive dribble drives to soaring dunks. DeMarcus Cousins had 24 points and 19 rebounds, and Jrue Holiday scored 25 points for New Orleans, which hit the halfway point of the regular season, one game above .500 and in the Western Conference playoff picture, but still in need of more consistency and less sloppiness. Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum each scored 23 points for Portland, which attempted 42 three-pointers and missed 30 of them. At Hornets 99, Jazz 88. Kemba Walker scored 22 points and Frank Kaminsky added 16 to lead Charlotte over Utah for its 4th victory in 6 games. Marvin Williams scored 15 and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist 12 for Charlotte, which won despite an off night for Dwight Howard, who scored just 2 first-half points. Howard finished with 8 points on 2 of 9 shooting. He also went 4 for 10 from the foul line. Nicholas Batum and Jeremy Lamb added 11 points apiece for Charlotte. Donovan Mitchell scored 35 points for Utah, which has lost 14 of 19. Rodney Hood added 15 and Royce O'Neal 11 for Utah, which had been 103 when holding opponents to 100 points or fewer. Nets 110, at Hawks 105. Spencer Dinwiddie had 20 points, 10 assists and 9 rebounds. Jahlil Okafor added 17 points in a reserve role and Brooklyn beat Atlanta. Dinwiddie made the go-ahead basket with 11 seconds left as the Nets snapped a three-game losing streak to move past an embarrassing 34-point home loss to Detroit 2 nights earlier. Atlanta guard Dennis Schroeder finished with a career-high 34 points, but after causing matchup problems all night with his ball handling, he missed his last 2 layup attempts and committed a game-ending turnover with 5 seconds remaining. Kent Bazemore had 16 points for the NBA worst Hawks, who have lost 5 of 6. 18 Nuggets 87, Grizzlies 78. Will Barton scored 17 points, Trey Lyles had 16 and Denver overcame a slow start to beat Memphis, snapping a season-high, 3-game losing streak. Nikola Jokic added 14 points and 9 rebounds for Denver, which played without guard Gary Harris, who was excused for personal reasons. It was the first game Harris has missed this season. Barton started in his place. Mark Gasol had 22 points and 11 rebounds for Memphis. Tyreke Evans and James Ennis 3 added 12 points each. Rockets 112, at Suns 95. Chris Paul scored 25 points to lead 6 Houston players in the double figures and the Rockets, still without injured James Harden, rolled past Phoenix. Houston, in its 6th straight game with Harden sidelined by a hamstring injury, led by 18 in the second quarter, 22 at the end of the third and 27 in the fourth in its 6th consecutive victory over Phoenix. Clint Capella scored 17 points and grabbed 16 rebounds for the Rockets, who dominated the boards 5,338. Ryan Anderson and Trevor Ariza added 18 points apiece and Eric Gordon 14. Devin Booker scored 27 and T.J. Warren, 21 for the Suns, who were coming off a home win over Oklahoma City 4 days earlier. Caption